Take a look at this. Please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and share this video to all of your friends. Now, let's get into the video.
Alright guys, so welcome to today's video, and today we will deal with this tower defense game right here. So, what have we done in the last video? So in the last video, let me open up this noob map right here. Right, so it is currently loading. Let me get rid of this one, and there we go. So, we have worked on a cache display, tower representation, with, having these towers right here which are spinning inside of that box. Also tower costs, etc. So we have dealt with many things in the last video. And there's one more thing I would like to do. So as you can see, my cache is negative. So how is that possible, guys? So I forgot to add some kind of check which makes it, well, impossible to make the cache go negative, or to buy towers, to upgrade towers, all through you have negative cache. So I will fix that pretty quickly. And yeah, after that, sorry, I just had to go AFK. So where did I left off? Yeah, so fixing the cache thing, and maybe, well, creating some parts of the map, so just making our map look overall a bit more better, adding some stuff to it, and adding hill units, because many of you have been, well, requesting that, but there is actually not much to it, so it is pretty easy to do. And yeah, so just playing around with the map a little, and then after that, I'm gonna totally finish the lobby, guys. So I will add some kind of party system, a new join system, so you do not have to click on the part with the name in order to get teleported to the game. So you will be able to go to some kind of area, and then your GUI appears, and I don't know, you can select stages and everything else. So as you guys already know from other tower defense game videos, especially from anime tower defense, from also tower defense, I'm sorry guys, but yeah, I do not think that we are able to do that in this video, but we'll see. Okay, so now the first thing about this cache. So let's go inside of this tower script right here. And where is it? So cache. So control F to look for some words. And I'm going to look for the parts of code where I am working with the cache. So right here, upgrade, for example. So if the player's cache value is above the price, then we are able to upgrade. Okay, I even think that this should work. Now the next thing, yeah. Alright. Tower placement price. Yeah, so I gotta check if so we check if we have found the price, or whatever this thing does. I have totally forgot it, but I have explained it in my previous video, I think. So this is our first check. Now the second check is going to be whether we can pay the price the script requests from us. So if we are able to play to pay the tower's price. So how do we do that? This is our price and this is our cache. So we are basically going to see if our cache value is greater than the price, means V. And if that's the case, then we will, place a tower, etc. But the thing is that, well, wait. well, we need to make this cache a little bit more this check a little bit more different. So let's put it right here. Then add this thing inside, and then else return. So the problem is that if we would leave this check up here, then, well, it would not pass the check, therefore would not diminish our cache, remove our cache whatsoever, and we just move on with the script right here. And that's the whole thing about placing, etc. So we somehow need to make this check affect the rest. And we could have, well, somehow gotten the price a little bit more earlier and then put this whole thing inside of a check. Or we can just make it this way, so we just check. And if the check fails, then it goes here to this else. And then it returns, means it does not even get to this part. I hope that you understand why I've done it this way. But let's see if this does work. So it should now not place anything. There we go. It is not placing anything. That's good. Alright, so let me change the cache to something else, to something much more greater whatsoever. So there we go. Now I'm able to place it. Everything. It is removing my cache according to the price, etc. So everything seems to work, and that's the way I'm fixing it. So I even think that this is the only code, the only place of this code where you guys need to fix it. So it is up here after line 10, after line 12, so around this part right here. So just add this new check for the cache. So if we have enough cache in order to pay the price, if that's the case, then it is totally fine. Then we are paying the price. And moving on with the code down below, if we do not have enough cash to pay the price, then else is the second case I'm just talking about, then everything will return. So we'll not get to this part, which is about placing the tower. Alright, that's it with that. Now the second thing is about the map itself. So I want to make some changes to the map. So how can we do that, guys? So some of you have been asking for hill units, and yeah, it is possible. So there's nothing much to it. So let me copy this port right here. Oh, come on. Okay, so really gotta copy this one. I'm just gonna create this hill right here. I'm gonna make this thing a big stone. And yeah, so how can we place our tower on top of it? So how does that work? And if you wait, let me just first of all demonstrate that you are currently unable to even place it on the stone. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm unable, the circle is red, but I'm able to place it right here. So if you remember how this place system works, then you would know the answer to this question. So we have this placeable folder right here, which contains parts which form a surface for our towers to be placed on. Means if your tower is not on that surface or on any of these parts, then it is not able to be placed. So what do you need to do in order to create a new surface on which you can place your towers onto? You basically just need to copy one of these and just, yep, place it on top of the stone. So that's it. Let me just quickly do that. So I'm copying this one. You're just moving it on top, and then I'm going to make this transparent. Disable this collision right here, but leave it anchored, and then just move it inside of this placeable folder, and that's it. Now it should work. Let's see if this does work, but it should. And as you can see, it does work, guys. So we are able to place our units on top of this hill. And yeah, that's it. All right. Okay, so there's a problem. So our Naruto towers are not attacking because they are like out of range. And this brings me to a new idea. So what about ranges, guys? So how can we display the range of our towers? Well, I already know the answer, but I'm thinking about just creating it inside of this video. And I think that I'm going to do that. So I'm going to create some kind of range display. I'm probably going to create a circle, or a sphere, which is appearing, and which is going to form the range of our tower, guys. So that's the idea for the next minutes. Okay. So, since other players are not supposed to see our range, we need to handle this locally. Means the sphere is created within a local script and is therefore only visible to us and not for other players, because as I've just explained, we do not want the sphere to be seen by anyone else except from us. Okay, and one more thing, the sphere should appear when hovering over the tower, so as in this case. Yeah. So how do we do that? It is actually pretty simple. So let's go inside of this tower GUI, inside of this monitor, then scroll all the way up to where it says stats GUI. And as you can see, there's an client event. Means the tower contains, where is it? No, wait, there must be something else. Oh yeah, it was inside of this tower script. Yeah, so as you can see, fire client stats GUI tower. Alright, so I just seem to understand this thing. Yeah, so this is the point where the stats GUI is being cloned inside of the tower, etc. But where is the code which checks once this whole thing has been, or once the mouse has been hovering over the thing? Okay, so I forgot where I have left off. I was AFK again, guys. I'm sorry for that. But let's wait. Let's take a look inside of, where is it? This stats GUI, because this monitor script is responsible for displaying it, etc. So that's the point where we are going to just add our sphere as well. So this one is responsible when something hovers, when the mouse hovers over the click detector, which is inside of the tower's torso, and this one is responsible when this mouse leaves that torso. So, and when the mouse, enters the torso, then we want the sphere to be displayed. And when it leaves, then we want the sphere to be destroyed. So how would we do that? Right here where it says hover. So we're just going to create a sphere, so a part, instead of, let's say cd parent, cd parent means instead of the tower itself. So our click detector, no, wait, let's just say strip parent adorny, because this one refers to the tower. So we are basically placing this part directly inside of the tower. Let's also call this thing range sphere, and let's set the brick color to institutional white, means pretty white. And I'm gonna make this thing a force field. So I'm gonna make the material a force field, and then we gotta, well, apply the sphere shape on. And there's one more thing I would like to, yeah, deal with, and that's going to be the range itself. So where is it? So let me go inside of this control script, so where the attacks are being done. As you can see, this is the range. So we have a range of 30 with this gear 4 tower. And I think that the range is the same on every other tower because I have not changed it or anything. So as you know, okay, it is 15 right here, and it is probably 20 right here. No, 15 as well. All right, so let's do the following, guys. Let's create a, well, let's create a new value right here called range. So I'm basically calling this level right here, this level value, which is an int value, and I'm gonna call this one range. And this thing is gonna, yeah, just represent the range within the within the tower. Well, let me put this at 20. Let me put that at 15. So this is basically going to represent the range in numbers. And we also should implement this value right here inside of here. So just replace or just refer to this range value and replace the 15. So script current stats range value. So we are basically just checking if, yeah, the distance between the unit and the tower is within our range, which is stored inside of this range value, and this part is basically just referring to the value. So that's what happens. Now let's delete that. Let's do the same with every other script. All right. Now the next thing, so we have just added this thing. Now the next thing is of course to create the sphere. So this is, so I'm just going to set the size now, and that's actually pretty important because the size determines, well, or determines what kind of range is shown to the player. So imagine that you have a pretty big range, but have a pretty, well, pretty small circle, pretty small sphere, a pretty small size, therefore, and that would, yeah, just be a wrong representation of the actual range. Therefore, we need to make the size adapt to the range itself. So we basically just need to refer to that range value once again. And yeah, so that's what we need to do. So let's get this adorny thing right here. So this one is basically referring to the tower, and then we can just basically refer to the stats folder, refer to the range value, and the value of that range value. So that's it with the x-axis. Now let's repeat the same one for the y and for the z-axis, and let's set the c-frame of this one, this sphere, to our tower's humanoid root part, means Adorny humanoid root part c-frame. And let's make this thing anchored and can collide, and let's set the can collide thing to false. So anchored true, x can collide false. And that's basically it, guys. So now inside of this our leaf, let's check for this sphere first of all. So we are basically just checking for something called range sphere. So if Adorny find first child range sphere, so if something called that is inside of our tower, then we just want to delete it. Otherwise we would stack the spheres and that would be a problem. Alright, so let's see how this has worked out. Okay, Force field. Range is not a valid number of frame. Alright. Warning force field. Okay. Oh, come on. So I've misspelled this one. What about this? Frame monitor. Oh. Wait. You gotta be kidding. Oh. Okay. So, we have just added this range value right here, as far as I can hopefully remember. And this part of the code is just trying to, well, is trying to display all of these stats onto a GUI. And it just looks for a text label which has the same name as one of these values, okay? So that's how this, well, transferring the stats to a GUI works. And now it is desperately looking for something, or looking for a text label called range, and we have not created any text label called range, and therefore it just gives out this error. And I do not plan on making a text label called range, therefore we need to add an exception right here. So we will apply this, well, stats transferring thing onto a GUI only for some certain values. By certain I mean everything which is not the range value. So if stat name, so stat is basically one of these values, so this code right here is just looping through this folder, and status every value basically, so the value which we are currently at, because we are looping through, and we're just referring to its name. So if stat.name is not equal to range, then you can just move on. So you can just do what it is supposed to do in order to represent the stats. Alright. Force field, invalid force field. Okay. So without this space. Okay, let's hope that this works. Stats is not a valid number of part. Oh, probably because no. I really have no idea why this does not work. Let's print. Let's just try to find it out by printing some random stuff. Oh, so I do know why. So the adorn is not the tower itself. It is the humanoid wood part, I think. Where is our tower? Dorney, yeah, so it is the humanoid wood part and not the tower itself, so that was the reason why it did not work as expected. So let's get rid of this one, and in order to fix that, so this thing right here is basically just referring to the humanoid wood part. So we want to refer to its parent, means to the tower itself, therefore just add this dot parent to it. Okay, now it is supposed to work fine. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, it does work. So that's the range of our tower. Perfect, perfect. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now, one more thing I would like to do in terms of range, etc., is first of all to disable this cast shadow option, because this thing has displayed shadows, cast shadow quals. The next thing is that I want to increase the range with every upgrade you apply on your tower. Do that. Let's go inside of this. Wait, is it the tower defense or is it the tower? No, it is the tower script. Yeah, so inside of this tower script. And where is it? Oh yeah, so there we go. So if you can remember how we have done this upgrade thing, then you would know what to do. So this is the first upgrade, I think. Wait, what is this one? 0 plus TS. Damage is at 5, attacks per second. Alright, everything's fine. So let's go to this 2. So the second upgrade basically. And now let's add a new entry called range. Let's increase the range to 20. No, let's say 25. So we're making big steps. Let's copy this one again. And let's increase the range to, well, I don't know. Let's increase it to 33 at our third upgrade. So now on gear 4, we're just gonna, well, let's add some random stuff to it. I'm probably just going to leave it because adding some more range would be too much, so our gear 4 would be too OP. So our Naruto 30 and let's add 70. So let's really over exaggerate at this point and let's just make this whole thing a lot more OP. Alright, so let me add this Naruto. And as you can see, this is Naruto's current range. Now let me upgrade this one. Move it out, and as you can see, the range has increased. Okay, so range, well. Okay. Didn't seem to work out that well. But why? Let's just try this out ourselves. So I think that the sphere is probably not representing this thing well. Okay. It is. I just want to try out something pretty quick. It is supposed to change the range to 70. No, not tower. 30. Still at 30? And it is not even creating any sphere inside. Oh, because yeah, there we go. I'm basically just going to print out the size of our range sphere. Okay, 30, 30, 30. Okay, so the size... Wait. I think that, yeah, so the sphere is probably not representing the range. Or it is unable to represent it perfectly. And that's the issue with that. So this does not make any sense, to be honest. Why is he already attacking when the minion is not even inside the range? So the range is probably somewhere around here. Okay. Really have no idea why this thing is doing so, really. One possible way I could think of is just go free new. So we just we're just going to add some size to it, hoping that, well, somehow is able to display the correct range of this whole thing. But, well, there's actually nothing to do about it, so we either need to find another way in displaying the range, means something else than a sphere, or we just do the way as I'm doing right now. So just adding some additional size to it, hoping that the range is being displayed correctly, but that's not the case, as you can see. I think that I know why this thing is happening. So you gotta think of it this way. So let me try to demonstrate it. So let me place two of them. So there's this distance, okay, between these two dummies, and let's say that the distance between them is at 10. I don't even know if that's correct, but it is at 10, okay, just for an example. So it is at 10, and now we are creating a sphere which is representing, or we think it is representing, that range, and we just set the size to 10, okay, hoping that the distance is being displayed correctly. So putting the size to 10 means you have 5 on that side and 5 on that side, but we expect that there is 10 on this side and 10 on this side. I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say. So putting one axis, let's say to 10, means that it is being split into two. So you have one half on that side, one half on the other side, and that's the issue right here. So it is basically shrinking the range, which is supposed to be displayed down, but it is not shrinking it down because it is like malfunctioning or anything. We just did not consider that aspect. So we basically just need to multiply this by 2 to receive the desired effect, to receive a desired to receive the perfect range display. That's at least my theory, so I'm not sure if this is correct or anything, but it sounds pretty interesting, I think. So let's just see how this will work out. And of course, doing it this way means that the ranges are enormous, but that's our fault. So we can just shrink the ranges down if we have anything against them. So that's the range for Naruto right here. It is at level 2, means the range is at 30. And let's see if my theory was correct. And it was, as you can see, it was correct, guys. The ranges are now being displayed correctly. Let's add this Naruto right here. Let's just, make his range pretty big. I really would like to display the range, but this, oh, it is already being displayed. Look at that range, guys. But the range display is working, is now working fine, guys. All right, so let me add some more hills. We could even make some hills or some obstacles, some rocks, which are rotated like this. Okay. So let's just keep them. Let's just play some rounds. Just play some towers. Check out our new range, sphere, whatsoever. Just see how this whole thing looks like now. So that's the range of our Gear 4, and It is correct, so it is probably the actual range. And yeah. When is he going to attack? Well, why didn't he attack right away? Okay. Okay, never mind. There we go. Alright guys, so that's it with the video. I'm sorry that, well, this is one of my shorter videos of this series, and that I did not show that many things today, but, well, at least I've done something, and expect some more stuff on the next episode. So I've said that I'm going to, well, work on the lobby, but I'm not sure. I'll maybe create a new tower with AoE damage. We'll see, guys. We'll just see. So thank you for your support, guys, and thank you for 7,000 subscribers, guys. 7,000 subscribers. You are truly insane, really, really. I can still remember the days where I have started with 1,000 subscribers, with 800 subscribers, with 2,000, with 5,000, and now we are at 7,000 subscribers, guys. You are really amazing. Also, let's try to achieve 10,000 subscribers, guys. So there are still many subscribers left, but we are growing fast, guys. We are growing fast, and we are growing to one boss community. And yeah, I'm happy about every comment, guys. I'm happy about reading how I am helping out people, but I'm also happy to read criticism, guys. So if you have anything to say regarding my videos, regarding anything, just drop them down in the comments, okay? So I really like reading them, and I heart every comment which I have read. Alright, that's it with the video. Leave a like, subscribe, share this video to all of your friends, turn on the notification bell, guys, and take care, and see you in the next video, which is going to be a mini tutorial, by the way. Alright.